Low-income kids and kids of color were not being accepted into four-year college. I think people sometimes forget that folks weren't sure that they could be prepared for college. I'm Diane Tavenner. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Summit Public Schools. I was a school administrator in a traditional district school and had been a teacher for many years when I was approached by a group of parents who were wanting to start a charter school. And back then, not many people had heard of charter schools. Summit Prep opened in Redwood City, California, in the fall of 2003. And when we first started, we were very clear on our mission, which was to prepare every single one of our students, regardless of their prior preparation or background, to be accepted to a four-year college. A big part of the design of Summit Prep came from the work that I did with colleagues and professors when I was there at Stanford. We drew on the research of learning scientists and folks who had been studying best practices in schools and what works for a very long time, and took from them either things I knew we for sure didn't want to do or inspiration from things that I felt like really needed to be incorporated into the design. I often have to have conversations with people who come to visit and calm their fears, because what they see when they arrive seems a little bit chaotic to them. Sometimes it's hard to find the teacher because the teacher's either engaged with kids at a table or crouched on the floor or doing a one-to-one conversation. And so I always encourage them, why don't you go pick any student? And I ask them, what are they working on? What's the purpose of what they're doing? Why does it matter? And inevitably what happens is visitors come back to me and they say, do you know that every single kid I talk to knows what they're doing and why? I've never had that happen before. And that is the greatest joy for me, because what we really care about is that kids can own and drive their own learning, that they are engaged because they know why they're doing what they're doing, and it actually matters to them. It took me 15 years to open 11 Summit schools. We are so grateful to serve over 3,000 students in those schools, and I think that we're offering them a phenomenal education. In the last 2 years, in partnering with other schools and educators, we're now helping them serve 20,000 students in 131 schools in 27 states. And I'm in this for all kids in our entire country as fast as we can possibly get there. And so it seems pretty obvious to me that the best way to get there is through partnership. One of the best parts of the work that we're doing to collaborate across the country has been bringing educators together around authentic work that we all really care about. And what it's made me realize is a lot of the tension and the controversy in society around education right now is so high level and theoretical, and it makes so many assumptions about different sides and different people's perspectives. And what we're actually finding is when you get down to teachers and principals and schools, and you bring charter people together with traditional district people together, we actually all want the same thing for our kids. And we wake up every morning really driven to do what's best for our kids. And what we really want are the tools and the supports and the opportunities to do even better for our kids. And so when we've come together around that authentic work and that joint purpose, no one even bothers to ask who's a charter school and who is not. No one even bothers to know what's going on that front. All we care about is the kids.